Hello everyone, I'm back again with another video on Smite, and today we're going to be talking about physical and magical protections. Now, protections are very important, especially on warriors and guardians. They're going to make you tankier, they're going to give you a lot of health, and they're just going to help you survive. They're also pretty important on most assassins, because anytime you're playing a melee-based god, you're definitely wants a protection. It's because you're just going to be in the middle of a fight, and you're going to get hit by something eventually. There's of course always exceptions to the rules. Maybe like Loki. Loki has invisibility, which is very good offensive and defensive ability. Plus, Loki just wants to deal as much damage to kill people as quickly as he can. Because Loki does not want to be in the middle of a fight. He just wants to kill and get out. So, there's always an exception. But let's go ahead and talk about physical and magical items real quick. Physical protection items will of course give you physical protection. They usually also give you a lot of health, and that is very, very good. And the same could be said about most magical protection items. They give you magical protection, of course, and most of them do give you health. Now, with that said, it's usually a little bit harder to get health with magical protection items. And there are two really big cons to magical protection items. Number one is that magical protection is not as good as just having more health. Health is very important to defend against magical protection. It's very good to defend against magical gods because most magic gods can only deal a lot of damage with their abilities, and their abilities go on cooldown. So if their abilities are not up, they're not doing a whole lot of damage to you. And that's why having a lot of health will help you survive those attacks, and will also help you defend against physical based gods who are mostly basic attackers, although there are some, more ability based physical gods, of course. So there's that, and the second, and probably the most important reason, is that all of the objectives in the game, including Gold Fury, Fire Giant, Towers, Phoenixes, Titans, they all deal physical damage. Magical protection is not going to give you any protection against them, but physical protection items will. So with that, let's take a look. Let's go over here and attack Gold Fury real quick. See how much damage she does. Now, Gold Fury does not do exactly a whole lot of damage, but doing a pretty decent bit of damage. Around somewhere between 70 or 80, I would say. So now let's get some magic protection items. And yeah, that. Okay. So let's go see how much damage she does now. She's still doing the same amount. So let's try physical defense items.
There is no danger.
And okay. So let's see how much damage she does now. Let's see, now she's only doing about 30 damage to me. It's very good. Physical protections are very good because, like I mentioned before, magical gods, most of their damage comes from their abilities, which they can only use so often, and a lot of times physical gods are basic attackers. But like I said, of course, there's always exceptions. There are some ability-based physical gods, but just your health is going to help keep you alive from magic-based gods. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that magical protection items are completely useless, because they're not. There are definitely situations where you want to get them. Like the enemy team has, say, maybe a Kronos or a Freya, because they are basic attack gods. They're also they're very useful for that. There are times, like if you're playing a support, you just have to get Heartward Amulet. No, you don't really have much of a choice there. You have to get Sovereignty and Heartward. That's just what supports do. But Pestilence is also a very good item because the enemy team has a lot of healing. This is going to reduce their healing. It's very good for that. This also gives you a pretty good bit of health. And, I mean, the magic protection, even though I just said, a lot of bad things about it, it still has its uses. It's not completely terrible. A Bulwark of Hope is also not that bad of an item. It gives you a lot of health, probably the most health of any item besides like Warlock Sash and Ethereal Staff and stuff like that. But it also has very good passive. And this brings me to my favorite magical protection item that I usually build every game just because of how important it is, or at least how important I believe it is, and that's Stone a Guy. Because if I'm playing Conquest, if I don't have lifesteal of some kind, and I get in a fight, team fight, and I lose like most of my health after we win the fight, well, I have to go back to base, and we lose our advantage after winning the team fight because, well, we can't go do anything because we have to go back to base because we're about dead. Stone Guy gives you a lot, and I mean a lot of sustain. It gives you a lot of regeneration. When you get 25 HP 5 and 10 MP 5, and you regenerate 2% of your max health every 5 seconds. That's a lot of healing. That's a lot. So it's very good for that, of course. And like I said, if the enemy team has a basic attack mage like Freya or Kronos, it's very good for that. Alklong and Soul could maybe be put in there, but they're not as big of an issue. Especially since they're not exactly always played as basic attack gods. But yeah, I just want to go over that. So definitely build a lot of physical protection if you're playing a warrior or guardian. If you do feel like you need some magical protection, I would just say get one item. Of course, supports are different just because their only goal is to stay alive. So just get what you need, what you feel like you need on support. But everything else, I would just say one or no magical protection items. Just depending on what your playstyles and how you feel, the fights are going. Now, of course, there's always exceptions, like I've mentioned before, and I've just been repeating myself. If the enemy team is heavily magic based, like if they have 4 magic gods and one physical, then yeah, you could probably get, you want to get a couple extra magical protection items. Of course, you probably get away with like 2. It'd be good. You get like Stone Guy and Bulwark of Hope or something. But those situations are very, very rare, of course. Something else I want to mention before I forget are the split protection items, like Hide the Urchin, Magi's Blessing, and Spirit Robes. All these are very good items, and this is a very good form of getting away with not having to get magical protection items. Especially Hide the Urchin is very good. Spirit Robes also very good because it gives cooldown reductions. Magi's Blessing is kind of iffy because it's not as good as it used to be with the nerf, but So that's going to be it for my video on protections. I hope you all enjoyed. If you all have any questions, just let me know. And I hope you all have a great day and have fun.